Hey guys, so I'm coming on here today to talk about holistic or ground up approach to thinking about your web app or web platform or app. So what does a ground up or holistic approach mean? And why is it good to do that? The new year, at the beginning of the year, is a great time to start thinking about this because it can affect so many things throughout your year. We know that in December and January, we're really thinking about our next year goals and all the things we need to accomplish. So it's a great time to start getting organized, planning things out, and figuring out your next steps. So, what is ground up? Ground up is trying to think about both your short term and long term goals and take those goals for your product and map them out, either in a site map, a road map, um, anything like that. And I know in the coming weeks too, we'll be talking about how to sitemap and roadmap. So this is just sort of to get you thinking in that mindset about how can I think about my web platform, my app, in a way that is going to help me 6 months down the line, is in a way that I can hit my goals in December. Because a lot of times we have like really, really big goals for things, but when we don't assign a time to them, we say, okay, this is my 6 month goal. This is my 12-month goal. This is my 2 week goal. They can just kind of get lost in like the abyss of random things that you may need your design team, your development team, or yourself to do. We all have those like notebooks of like ideas that we want. I know like I have my like little one that I always keep next to my desk that I'll just jot down if I think of something. So this is really a time to gather all of those ideas in one place. I recommend gathering them in a place that your team can access and see all of your ideas. That said, now that you've kind of gathered your ideas, you know that that's where you need to start. How do you plan to have a strong foundation to work off of? And we know from experience that if you're not, if you don't have a strong foundation in your web platform or app, or if you keep adding features and adding things on top of it, it's not going to help your users or their experience when they are going through your product. So holistically, at the foundation, you want to take all of your ideas, all of your wish list items, and roadmap them. You want to spend time in research. Maybe the digital market has changed. Maybe your competitors are doing something different. Maybe your target audience has shifted since last year. So really getting back to those basics of the things that you were thinking of when you started your web platform, when you started your business, and readjusting those things and then seeing from a foundational perspective how they change through how those things that have changed change your actual web platform or app. So I'll give you an example of this because I know I'm talking in like just ideas. We recently had a client who came to us who it ended up being that their designer just had moved on to something else and they needed design. And they needed what we call like band-aid fixes or like critical fixes or just things to get the ball rolling, things to fix user frustrations in the meantime. But they have big goals, big ideas, and all that stuff. So band-aid fixes are necessary sometimes when you have your product out there and you're having a user frustration. You've got to find just a quick fix. It may not be the best fix, but it's a quick fix. In conjunction with doing those band-aid fixes, you don't want to forget about your foundation. So in this example, we, before addressing the band-aid fixes, did a very quick product roadmap. We did an audit just to like see what was in the app, see what we could improve, see what might be like low-hanging fruit, what might be higher level of things to do. And while we were doing that, it actually helped us with the critical fixes because we knew then, okay, well, we're changing the screen now, but we're not going to spend a ton of time investing in the best design for the screen because we know in the long term from our product roadmap, from our audit, that we're really not going to need this screen in the future. Like in 6 months, the screen might be gone. So let's do a quick fix. let's help the user frustration, but let's not spend a ton of time coming up with the best design for the screen because it's really not a priority feature for the user anymore or for the company, and it doesn't align with the future goals. So that's just a quick example of how your short-term and long-term goals really go together, and how, yes, it's so important to fix the quick things that are happening, to fix your user frustrations, to help your business. But it's also really important to know what the long-term goal is for that specific thing that you're fixing, so you can come up with the best business solution as well as the best customer solution. So it's kind of a balance. And that's why whenever we start on a project, even if it's like, yeah, we just need this design on one screen. Yeah, we just need this really quick fix. Yeah, this is the issue that we're having. We always, always, always start with the research, because we have to understand your business. We have to understand your users to provide, feedback. And it's good for you too, because maybe your business and your users have changed, like I had mentioned earlier. So, and then we also do a bit of that product planning to understand your short and long-term goals. So I hope this helped. I hope it got you thinking a little bit about, oh yeah, like I did have this one small thing I needed fixed, but I was upset that I spent so much time on it because a couple months down the road, I realized it really didn't align with my business anymore. So we've all been there, we've all done that. And the new year is a great time to sort of take an assessment, take an evaluation, and quickly come up with an action plan. So yeah, let me know if this was helpful to you, if you've experienced the same thing. I know I have in my business, so let me know in the comments. Thanks.